Hello and welcome. Welcome and hello. I don't typically plan things. So, yeah, I stumbled upon this at local Goodwill store for $4 and figured it was worth buying. It's the R1, so that I don't exactly remember. And again, I don't rewatch anything that I record, but I don't remember which packaging had the better figures in the last opening session, but I figured for 20 of these things for $4, it was worth the price. The only thing, if I can find it on here, yeah, guaranteed one rare. I'm hoping that doesn't mean, and of course, always Gold Warrior. That's our hopes. I can see through the film here that there's 4 of the little gold pouches. So hopefully that means we'll get some better figures. But anyway, so we'll open this. You can see it's sealed. I was hoping that would be easier, but we can just do this. Slide it out. It looks to be empty. So you do have, of course, slide it out upside down. You have a little launcher thing, which I'm not terribly interested in. And that's just real, like, it's kind of heavier duty than I was expecting, but it's still like, moderate thickness plastic. And then you have this guy in here, which I already looked at. My other, I saved some of the packaging from the other opening, and he is, I think that one, tumbling, yeah, right there. So we can take him out. The other thing that I was interested in finding out, because I haven't opened a 20 pack of these previously, 20 Warriors, I'm interested to see if this one is included in that 20 or if you actually have like 20 of these little envelopes. But one thing that I had mentioned in the previous opening is I kind of wish these had a paper checklist, and there you go. But again, we'll have to see in a second here. Actually, I'll just, 1 second, I'll be right there. Being prepared is not something I care to do. So these are the old, these are the packaging, cardboard pieces from the previous opening I saved, just in the event that I bought more of these, I'd have a record of what I had and what I opened. So there were 2 different waves, I guess, of figures. So I'm curious to see, because that seems to be, it seems like there's 33? Yeah, 33 in this little group, and there's 24 here, so maybe. And again, I'm not going to sit here and compare the heroes portion of these cards, but you can do that if you're so inclined. Let's at least look at, okay, super rare and the red ones. So it might be, yeah, it's this pack right here. And maybe a few, no. There's the same amount in this one, so there's less on this card. Excuse me, more of them on here, and those match up. So yeah, I do remember Fungus Fist. That was one that I wanted. So maybe this 20 pack will actually be halfway decent. So there you go. That's 6 minutes of wasted time. Let's actually get into these. So you have, yeah, again, there's 5 of the gold envelopes. So hopefully, yeah, there's 14 of the silver ones. So I'm going to carefully remove these, set these right here so they remain in frame. And then again, we'll just go through. So here's the one that was included. So yeah, that's kind of, you say 20 warriors, yet the whole point of these is to open, and then you have one that's exposed. I kind of disagree with that sort of marketing, but we'll just go right down the line here. Tiger Man. Robot Samurai. Wrestler of sorts. Culturally appropriated ancient Egyptian figure. Little robot. Some sort of sports baller. And a little pirate feller with an eye patch. That's always good to teach the kids about. There's a good one. A little robot bug, robot insect. I like those ones. Wild West Freddy Krueger, it looks like. I feel like in today's climate, I can't even comment on stuff like this. Can't mention colors or anything. Just quickly move along. We got one with 4 arms. Again, that's the sort of thing we're looking for. Something actually different. Different Sumo Man, which that's the sort of thing I wish they did more of, with there being, I don't know, 200 of these or whatever it is to collect potentially, and you get 20 of them. I like the fact that you can get similar but not duplicate ones. It in the sense of actually collecting, that's something I appreciate, because while it's nice to have a variety of things, you also kind of want similar. So see, here's another samurai robot, kind of with a human face this time. So again, similar but different. And I believe, oh, there's one more. There we go. I thought so. Alright. Last one for this set of the silverish envelopes is this. He has a head, fists, and a bit of legs, and a smiley face on his head. Okay. Now, 5 of these to open. And I'm going to say now, just by feeling, I don't believe this exists. I don't believe that exists. But we'll continue. That's a nice one. It's the back of his head. I thought that was his face. Oh, there you go. That might be a good one. So set these gold package ones over here, and we'll review those. These I'm not really interested in. Another forearm. This one most likely glows in the dark just by the colorway of it. Like that. Alright. Number 3. That's this guy. I think we had this guy last time. Alright. It's, again, glow-in-the-dark burn victim. I think that's his name. Number 4. This guy. Again, yeah, I remember it. Either we had this one or a common version of this, but it's supposed to be the Invisible Man, I believe. But it's, yeah, kind of like a cartoon ape from the 1970s or something. That one I don't understand. Anyway, last one feels like complete garbage. So yes, we have. That's a bit of texture. That's interesting. Might just be paint. It's difficult to tell just from a feeling. But that one's interesting. Iridescent, bit of sapphire color, translucent. So, alright, I'll look at the paper here. I guess we can do this. I'm not going to edit any of this. I'll just do a 20-minute shit fest. So you want this one is that guy, which the red is super rare. So that's good. That one may actually be worth a little bit of money. Look at this one, which I believe. I thought these were up here. Maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, I thought those were the Astrals. Yeah, we'll come back to that one. And again, these may be on the other cards. We'll check those in a second here. I just want to look and see if this guy's on here. I can't see any of this. I'll review these and come back. How's that sound? Alright, that took an embarrassing amount of time. So anyway, here is the included list that came with this packaging. And again, it's frustrating for me when a company goes to the trouble of including a checklist and you open a pack of 20 of these figures and 11 of them are on this checklist. Okay, so we'll go through these. Astrals, we have Sludgical right there. There he is. Right there, Bug Eyes, which most of these have. So that doesn't really help. And then the third one here is Wavy Jones. Which again, I don't get the correlation between the name and the figure, but that's who that one is. So that's 3 Astrals. Our Ancients. This is apparently a lady named Slayla. Again with an eye patch, which is, it's good to teach kids of dangers of being a pirate and possible bodily harm, I guess. This one is right here. That's Skullhawk, I suppose. And this one is Ol Yeller. Apparently a mouth open means being only yells throughout their existence. And again, I would assume this is supposed to be Egyptian theme, and the name Ol Yeller, he's kind of yellow. In the clothing, I don't know. Anyway, and then our heroes, we have, we'll wait on that one. Again, from the packaging, I believe it was this one. That's Tumbling right there. This one is Brock, which I believe we had from the last opening. This one is named Gradient, which again seems perhaps the recording device doesn't accurately depict this, but it seems like the color is fairly solid, so I don't understand the name. And yeah, this one is Remo, and we're just going to move on. So the last one that's on this checklist is, I believe, one we had from the first opening, and that is, I believe I said this earlier, it's is it Insectozoid? This print I'll show you in a second. I'll compare the two, but Insectozoid, which is again super rare, and I believe after I opened that first round of however many it was, this one sells typically about $5 or $6 online. So that, you know, for paying $4 for these, you may make your money back. So that's 11 of those, right? These 9 over here are not on this list. This is previous cardstock from previous openings, I guess. You could say the word previous again. Anyway, 9 of these are on this list and not the included. It's quite frustrating, and I can only imagine if a child were to receive this packaging, open it, and find out that 9 of these aren't in the checklist. It could be quite annoying. Anyway, so we'll go through these. The Astrals, we have 1 on here, and that is Boxer, because again, all he has is a giant head and hands. So there you are. We have 3 Ancients from the common line. So this one is Melgar, which I believe we had previously. This is the new one. Stu Strong. Again, I don't understand the names for half of these. They don't make any sense to me, but... And then the last one here is Boombox, which we also had previously. And then we have 1 hero from this assortment, which is Star Sky. And we had that one previously. So the remaining 4 of these, which are from the gold envelopes and considered rare, or better than the common figures. 1 Astral, which is dot matrix right there, I believe, although that image isn't really the best, so it doesn't seem to be exactly the same. I may be incorrect on that, but I believe that's the one we have right here, and that's again a new one. We'll go down to the heroes. We have, again, Invisible Man, sort of 1970s cartoon ape Disappearo, which we had in the previous opening. And this one is, again, the photo's not, the rendering here is not the best. I guess it's not really a photo, but the image isn't really exact, but I believe that's Ike, which we also had previously. And then the last one for the rares, or better than common figures, is an Ancient, and that one is Amazator. So that's another super rare, which again, I haven't looked this one up, but just going based upon what I saw after my first opening session, the super rares typically are worth about $5 to $10 if you can, and I say worth, but that's, if you can get someone to actually buy that. But we'll do one last thing here. We'll compare these two, if we can, put everything into frame. I guess that looks about the same in frame here. But yeah, just to my eyes, I guess. Maybe it shows up a little bit. The depictions of the figures on this sheet seem like they're almost out of focus versus these, which are quite clear. So again, like the Fungus Fist, you can maybe see it's a bit not so not as well rendered on this as it is here. But anyway, So that was a million warriors, only 20, although it's a million apparently. Thank you for watching. Don't like, don't subscribe. I don't care to do this. Thank you.